What will be the most sought-after New York neighborhoods to live in this year, okay? Marisol yesterday was saying it was Mott Haven. Is it on the list? We shall find out. Streeteasy back with its annual prediction says these are the neighborhoods to watch in 2022.
SoHo, Dumbo, Greenwich Village took the top 3 spots. I don't think that wasn't very surprising. But some more affordable spots are also on the list, like Kew Gardens Hills and Fordham. So joining us this morning is Streeteasy Economist Nancy Wu. Nancy, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks so much for having me here.
So first, let's talk about what does it take for a neighborhood to be considered one of the neighborhoods to watch?
Yeah.
What are the factors?
So every year, Streeteasy puts together a list of the top 10 neighborhoods to watch based on these factors. We look at the neighborhoods that had the fastest growth in sales prices and rents and in user searches year over year.
So the top 3 neighborhoods, no surprise, SoHo, Dumbo, Greenwich Village, okay? But that comes at quite the cost. What do you take away from the fact that those are the top 3?
Exactly. This year, our neighborhoods list is a bit different in the sense that they are quite the expensive neighborhoods. And we are seeing that this is due to the fact that people have been moving back to the city due to COVID being like things opening up. And a lot of the neighborhoods, such as SoHo, have all of the amenities such as shopping and nightlife and restaurants that New Yorkers have been missing out on this entire pandemic during the shutdown.
You know, I never got that. I never understood the point, sorry, Nancy, to move into a neighborhood just because it was like trendy or cool. Because you live in New York. You take the subway, you're in any place, 20 minutes, half an hour, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm off my soapbox.
That's not her fault. All right.
The subway is a great place to get around. I mean, personally, I do that.
Yeah.
It's definitely the sense that, like, if you can afford it, these New Yorkers who are coming back are coming to these places, especially because there are some great deals in these neighborhoods over the past year.
Yeah, but, you know, even though SoHo took the top spot, there are more Brooklyn neighborhoods on that list now. So that's kind of telling you something, isn't it?
Yes, there's a lot of more affordable neighborhoods on the list as well. They're a bit farther away, but still have a lot of other things to do there as well. So Red Hook, Gowanus in Brooklyn, and then even Kew Garden Hills in Queens and Fordham and Bronx.
Yeah, I mean, Fordham in the Bronx is very underrated. People, you know, I used to go to college up there, and it was just fantastic. So what kind of trends are you seeing in those kind of neighborhoods? Is it renting, buying, or both?
So we're seeing that these neighborhoods have had big increases in both sales prices and rents. So people were buying and renting. But for a lot of these neighborhoods too, like Greenwich Village and Fordham, we see that they're near university campuses.
Yeah.
And so people who are moving back to the city, students who are looking forward to attending classes in person again, were renting up these apartments as well. So those are all factors that came into this.
So overall, what would you say was the big takeaway from this year's list? Is there a trend compared to what you've seen in the last few years?
I would say that the pandemic has really created some lasting changes in New York City's real estate market. And this year's list has really solidified the new preferences that we've seen for where New Yorkers wish to live, which, if they can afford to do so, is around a lot of places with nightlife. And like I said, some of the factors of this list has to do with user searches. So a lot of New Yorkers were looking on Streeteasy for which neighborhoods they wanted to look for apartments in, even if it was a bit out of budget. But SoHo came up as one of the most searched for neighborhoods in the city.
Okay, well, I live on Streeteasy. I love it. I love just seeing what, you know, is out there. So maybe perhaps if people were like me, they just love, you know, one day I'll have my floor-to-ceiling apartment, you know, that overlooks, you know, SoHo.
The Hudson or whatever.
You know, so maybe there was that. But are you seeing, Nancy, were you seeing in some of these searches or price points of people moving back that the prices were low at the time and now they're kind of going back to where they were pre-pandemic?
Exactly. So the 2 other factors that we weigh just as much as we weigh the increase in searches are the increase in annual rent growth and annual price growth. So we've seen that some of these neighborhoods, or all of these neighborhoods, have had among the biggest increases in prices and rents, which just shows how much demand there has been relative to supply.
Gosh, I remember during the pandemic at the height, my landlord was begging me to stay by knocking off like $800.
But then Dan moved to New Jersey. So where would you recommend that Dan come back, and what neighborhood? should he move into? What would you say?
I'm not a
is the
trendy
best?
person. I lived in Midtown East. I like to be where well, I will make it trendy.
He's going to be the trendsetter.
Yes, the answer is so different from what I would give now versus a year ago. A year ago, we saw great deals, just anywhere from 1 to 5 months free rent in just about any neighborhood you could think of.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing those concessions go away.
Yeah.
And I would say that, I mean, Jersey's a great deal. And
New Jersey?
there's lots of great places on our list.
Did you say
such
New
as
Jersey?
Red
Wait,
Hook
where did you say
and
we
Fort Greene.
What
Oh,
was
Fort
that?
Greene?
Oh, I thought you said New Jersey. Did you say New Jersey?
Jersey as well. There's some great deals
Oh.
in Jersey City.
I knew I
and,
liked just
outside of
Nancy.
areas of Jersey.
This
Okay.
guy's like a seesaw. One day.
One day, yeah.
One
Where
day-
is that staircase going in your place, though? Because I want that apartment. I love an apartment that has
Oh
a
my gosh.
staircase.
I am in the financial district right now, and that's actually one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York City. Most of my friends actually moved to this neighborhood because there's some Brooklyn deals in financial district in Manhattan. And
There you
it's
go.
very easy to get around places too. But there's
Let me
some
tell
great
you.
deals.
It's an
I went-
underrated neighborhood.
I went down to the Battery Park movie theater the other day, Nancy. You ever go over there?
Yes, I
mean-
have an unlimited Regal subscription there.
That's the
see?
place to go see it. No one was there.
It's great.
Besides,
Lots
there's
of
a pandemic,
space.
but it just was so empty. I was like, this is where I'm going to go see a movie for forever and ever.
All right, Nancy, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll tell you if Dan's moving or if he's going to try to steal your apartment.